Well, fundraising records are falling in the recall election for governor.
In our Campaign 2012 coverage, political reporter Jessica Arp has more on the haul that the candidates are taking in. Jess?
Well, the most recent numbers show a new record in the total raised by a statewide candidate and a widening gap between the governor and his challengers.
On your side.
As Kathleen Falk fired up labor groups in Madison, she said she'd need them to fight the money it was announced Governor Scott Walker had raised.
He has more money than you can possibly spend, but I'm standing up for the army of citizens who have forced this recall.
The governor's fundraising numbers show he's crushed a statewide record for campaign fundraising, taking in $13 million since January 18th, spending $10 million in that time, taking in a total of $25 million since the recall effort began. But the governor is still arguing he's up against big money.
I've said all along that my opposition is the out-of-state money coming in, the money that fueled the protest, that fueled the recall, that fueled the Senate recalls, it's fueling the recalls right now, and that's what I'm up against. It's the money from Washington in particular.
But that money isn't rolling in as fast as he makes it seem. Falk raising just less than $1 million, Tom Barrett about $830,000 in just a month. Doug LaFollette has raised $118,000, and Kathleen Vinehout $43,000.
There's no question that he is going to outspend me by literally millions, if not tens of millions of dollars. And if this is all about money, he will win. I don't think at the end of the day it's going to be about money. I think at the end of the day, this is going to be about Wisconsin values and Wisconsin priorities.
The Democrats are going to need those groups, whether they are unions or other PACs that are spending on their behalf. That's going to be the only way to make up that difference.
One group is doing that. Labor-funded Wisconsin for Falk raised some $4.4 million, spending nearly all of it on ads in the last few months. While Falk criticizes Walker's money, she says the millions behind her are different.
Mine are hardworking men and women here in Wisconsin, and Governor Walker's are billionaires from Texas and millionaires from Missouri, and that's not our values here in Wisconsin.
The governor beat his own record of fundraising by a statewide candidate. He set the record, raising more than $10 million in 2010. Tom Barrett raised about $6 million in that race. And keep in mind, this was in a much shorter time period.
So they're both accusing the others of generating out-of-state money. Where is this money really coming from?
Well, at this point, Falk's official filing showing where her money is coming from is not yet posted online by the Government Accountability Board yet. Barrett is touting that 87% of his contributions came from donors in Wisconsin. In the case of the governor, while his campaign is touting 126,000 total contributions, we found in a quick glance at the filing that many huge amounts, including six-figure sums from donors in Florida, Las Vegas, Illinois, Arkansas, and Massachusetts, are all in his account.
All right, Jess, thanks for digging. Thanks a lot.